In this lecture, we're going to learn what DNS spoofing is and how to perform it. DNS is basically a server that converts domain names, so www.google.com for example, to the IP address of the device where Google website is stored. And since we're the man in the middle, we can have a DNS server running on our computer and resolve DNS requests the way we want. So for example, whenever a person requests google.com, we can actually take them to another website because we're in the middle. So when they request it, we'll actually give them any other IP that we want, and then they'll see a completely different website than what they're expecting. So we can have a fake website running on our own web server and get requests, for example, from live.com to that website. We can have a website requesting the target person to download a backdoor. We can do anything we want, really, pretending to be any other website. So the possibilities are endless of what you can do with this attack. Let's go and see how we can do this. The first thing, I'm going to be redirecting people to my web server. So the web server is going to be running on my local Kali machine. You can redirect people to any web server anywhere you want, but in this video, we're redirecting them to our local web server. So to do that, we're going to start Apache web server. Comes in pre-installed with Kali. So all you have to do is service, Apache 2, start, and the web server has started. Now, if we go to my IP address, actually, let me show you the files. So the files for the web server are stored in var www.html. So I'm going to open my file manager, and I'm going to go to var www.html. And if we open this, this is our index. So this is the page that will be displayed to people who browse our web server. Now you can have a whole complete website installed in here, and it will be displayed whenever a person visits your web server. At the moment, I have a really simple page that just says a simple text just as a proof of concept. Okay, so if we go to my browser and browse to 10.20.14.203, which is my own IP address, my internal IP. If we go to it, you'll see that we can see the text here. So we're all good. Let's configure the DNS server that comes in with man-in-the-middle framework. And to do that, we're going to use leafpad, which is just a text editor. And then we're going to go to etc, man-in-the-middle framework, man-in-the-middle.conf. Then I'm going to scroll down to where the A records are. And the A records are basically the records that are responsible to transform domain names or translate domain names to IP addresses. So we're going to be targeting live.com and using the star as a wildcard. So basically we're saying any subdomain to live.com should be redirected to 10.20.14.203. And that's my own IP address. So you can replace this with any IP address. For example, you can put an IP address of a remote website that you have hosted on any hosting company. Or you can have it redirecting to Google, for example, if you put Google's IP. Any IP you put here will redirect live.com to it. So I'm going to close that. And I'm going to run my command. And the command is very simple to the commands that we were running before in previous videos. The only difference is I'm going to add one extra option, which is DNS. So it's exactly the same commands, man-in-the-middle framework, ARP spoof, gateway, target, interface, and then we added one extra option, which is DNS. I'm going to hit enter. And you'll see that DNS spoofing is enabled. So let's go to the target and try to go to live.com and see what happens. And as you can see, live.com, it actually uses HTTPS, and it has been redirected to our own website, saying simple text, obviously. But as I said, you can have this in here. You can install anything you want. You can ask them to download something, or you can have a fake page and steal stuff, steal credentials or whatever you're looking for. It can also be used to serve fake updates to the target person, for example, or backdoor downloads on the fly. There is so many uses to DNS spoofing. So this is just the basic case of how you can do DNS spoofing, and then you can use it and combine it with other attacks or with other ideas to achieve really powerful attacks.